Do you guys have any presents or candy canes in your house? Well, this video might be for you. If you enjoy this one, or if it helps, do me a favor and tap that like button, smash subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all of my content. In town, you're going to be talking to Blizzy, and you will have noticed, if you haven't checked this, which I'm sure by now you have, you've noticed there are a lot of house items available in these two shops. However, there are 3 items that are not in these shops, but you can obtain them as drops, 2 of which are right here. You've got the red present and the green present. There's also a candy cane you can obtain as well, and there's several different locations you can do that, first of which is in the Frostlorn Raiders. I would not recommend running this, however, because it takes a long time for the raiders to spawn. So if you're farming for those house items, which are fairly low drop rate, this is going to take a long time. You've got another option, which is the Frostvale Labyrinth. There's 3 different dungeons in this location, all of which are long dungeons and not easy to beat. But if you're going for the fastest possible, it's probably the first one, because they are still scaled, but it would be a little bit easier than in the epic one. So probably a more recommended area would be in this location, just because these things here will be taken down quicker than you can take down the ones in the epic, although probably not by much difference. So, but there's one of the house items right there, the red gift. There's also a green, as I mentioned, and then of course the candy cane, which I do not have the candy cane as of yet. It is not easy to obtain. Now, the nice thing about those dungeons is you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because there's a lot of crafting stuff you'd be getting in those dungeons, so you could craft all those seasonal stuff, not to mention the drops you can obtain in those dungeons as well. So that would be one of the recommended locations. You've also got the Frostvale town. It's not this Frostvale, it's actually, you'd be interacting with the portal, and then you'd be going to time travel. It's in any one of these. It could be in this one or this one. Doesn't really matter which one you choose, but you're going to have all these moglins around, or, well, moglinsters, I should say, and then you could just be fighting these. There's actually, in the night one might be easier, really, because these ones would be distracted taking on the houses, but these ones are not too difficult. I mean, 17,000, which is more than the... Is it more than the dungeon? Yeah, it's more than the dungeon. So this is probably not a better option, but it is at least one of the options. Another location is Winter's Grasp. This is probably the best location, at least when it comes to stats, because you've got these ones here that are level 50s, so they're scaled to you, but if you notice, they are very low when it comes to HP, meaning that you'd be able to take them down rather quickly, giving you a better chance at getting those items quicker. So maybe that might be a better option for you. If this area is not your cup of tea, you might want to try the dungeon. There is the Mount Scrunch dungeon. There's also drops and stuff you can get in here, but these guys, look at the level on these. So you've got them scaled, but they are literally 1 tap. So this is probably the best location to farm. I mean, you'd be doing it over and over again to get it, because like I said, these items are low drop rates, but this probably is one of the best locations. This is not the final location that you could farm in, but it does appear to be one of the easiest. There is one last location you could try, and that would be in the social district. But we're going to jump to the oddity shop, because then I just run out the door and it's quicker for me. So be heading over here and talking to Roland, and then you'd be going into the Frostlorn Invader Siege. Now, this place is nice because you don't need to do a whole lot of running to fight the enemies. On the downside, however, you do notice that look at their levels. Not their levels, but look at their health. I mean, these are not easy opponents to defeat, and this can become even more problematic when you're by yourself and you have a group of them. So this could definitely be troublesome if you're running solo. Now, if you're with a group of people, this is probably the best way to obtain those items. And the reason why I would say this is with a group of people, you'd be gaining a lot of XP in this location. Also, you would be able to drop these things a lot quicker. So it'd be kind of a win-win. But as I mentioned, with the high HP, this does make it difficult to take them down. So if you do have a group of people in this location with you and you're farming, this might be a definite good way of doing it because waves and waves just keep coming. Not to mention to be able to get some of the loot that you can drop in this location. Or if you're still trying to rank up your, rank, the defender rank, then this would also be killing two birds with one stone. So that is it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.